What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is the TheFlyYoungGentleman here, and I'm bringing you another Dying Light video. I want to talk a little bit about the whole co-op features, and I want to show you how to get all of them working and turn some of them off. Now, the co-op features in this game are pretty cool, and the new Be the Zombie mode, I feel like it's a lot better than I intentionally thought. I thought it was going to be a little bit gimmicky, to be honest with you guys, but it's not. It's actually, I feel like they really worked on it and made it a fun thing and a fun part of the game. And I have played as the zombie, but I do turn zombie invasion off on my world. I know, I'm a pussy, whatever, but the reason I do it is I don't have the gear to do it. I really don't. I'm walking around with a fucking lead pipe, and I think it's time for me to get a gun before I actually do this, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But the first thing is, if you would like to be even playing regular co-op with your friends, you want to go to options in the main menu. Now, this may seem self-explanatory, but the game didn't really set it up that easily, so this is what I'm telling you. You go to online, and then on the top, there's going to be a little like choose selector thingy. You see single player, friends only, and public. Now, when you switch this to single player, zombie invasion and frequency of dynamic competitions is going to be blacked out. And the reason is because these are only available if you're playing in cooperative mode. Now, I keep it on friends only personally, and that's because I like to play with my friends, but I don't like to play with randoms in this game. I do feel like there's a good dynamic of trust in it, and co-op play that works really well. Now, zombie invasion, you can turn it never, so you can turn it completely off, which I have right now, like I said. You can make it so they can only invade at night, and you can make it, believe it or not, which they never advertise this, you can make it so that they can come anytime during the day. Anytime. They can literally come in the morning when you're just going to go do a little mission, somebody invades your game, and boom, they're going to fuck you up in the middle of your thing. You're in the middle of your transit. So, very cool, very awesome. If you guys have like guns, you guys got a couple of Kalashes or something, you want to go fuck up a zombie, definitely turn it on anytime because it is a fun game mode. If you're like me and you kind of straggly, you've got some like cool weapons, but nothing too practical to fight a badass zombie that can, swing on the rooftops at like 50 miles an hour, then I would not recommend it personally. I would wait a little bit, but you can always go and play as the zombie, which we'll talk about a little bit more here. Now, the dynamic competition frequency, now that is pretty much I don't know. What it is that if you guys have ever played a game like The Crew or something of that nature, there's little co-op competitions like, okay, let's see who can go kill the most zombies, and then it'll pop up on your screen, see who can kill the most zombies, right? Or let's see who can rush to a supply drop the fastest. And, you rush to a supply drop so you can get there first. It's fun. They're little quirky things. They're a little bit gimmicky to me, but some of them are actually kind of fun. And, I keep them on normal. I don't keep them on free reign because they get a little bit annoying. And I don't want them rare because they're kind of fun, right? Like I said. So I keep them on normal. You can completely turn them off if you want. Now, that's pretty much it for the co-op experience. Now, there is one more thing, which is Be the Zombie. Now, in Be the Zombie mode, when you first launch it up, you have a tutorial that you can play. And I recommend going and doing it because it's a little bit strange. It's very cool at the same time. Now, when you play Be the Zombie, you have an entirely different game save and skill tree for the zombie class, which is very cool. Very, very cool. I wasn't expecting this at all, but you have it. Now, as you play games, as you get kills, win games, even lose games, whatever, you're going to be getting XP towards that skill tree. Now, when you get it, it'll unlock a whole plethora of abilities that'll help you rape and pillage the other survivors. It is hardcore shit, guys. It is very, very, very fun. And it's pretty hard too. Like, it's hard to play as the zombie. We'll talk a little bit more in a minute. Now, I recommend doing the tutorial. Like I said, the skill tree is completely different, which is cool. And I recommend playing it a little bit, getting your skills up, and you will maybe even enjoy it a little bit more. Now, how the matchmaking experience with it so far is for me, it's meh at best. It's really not that great. The matchmaking experience, that is, the actual game mode is fun, but the problem with matchmaking in Be the Zombie is a lot of people have it off right now. So I'd say give it a week before you really try and start finding a bunch of games. But right now it's taking me anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes to find a game. One time it took me, the most it took me actually I think was about 15 minutes to find a game. But once you find one, it's a lot of fun. The main thing is I don't think a lot of people know how to turn it off. So you'll have a lot of people that just leave the game as soon as they see you invade their world, which is, it's kind of shitty, you know? But, or as soon as you kill them too. I've had that happen too. They really need to make something to try and, you know, stop that. Because what I did is I joined a person's game and there was 3 of them. And I went in there, I fucked up his buddy, and then I ran to him, I killed him too, got a double. And I went after him again, and then they started getting really mad because I kept killing them, right? And they didn't know how to fight against me or anything. I felt like that was like as soon as you start the game. So I was in there, I was messing them up, and then they were just getting kind of mad. And then they just left. Like one of them left, and I was like, oh, that kind of sucks. So I started going after the other guy, and he left. So it's happened more than once. It happened a couple of times, but I'm just letting you guys know people will leave if you notice they're noobs. You might as well just leave and find a new one. All right. And that's pretty much it. And the Be the Zombie game mode is a lot of fun. Like I said, make sure you guys try it out. It may go overlooked for you, but don't let it. It's very fun. And that's pretty much it. If you got it for pre-ordering, I'm sure you can go down to your local GameStop and ask them for a code, and they'll give you one if you don't have one. All right? And that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this helped with little things like that, because the only reason I even knew what to do is I was like, hey, you know what? Dead Island made you go to the pause menu. So I bet you this does too. And hey, who was right? So remember to have class, get that ass, leave an honest rating. They're very important to me. And also subscribe if you're new. Or check out my channels and maybe I'll earn that subscription. See you guys later. Peace.